The GooBang Doo mechanical keyboard, which does not appear to market under any other specific, more enticing name, is an upper budget range offering. However, the price point appears to fluctuate wildly at online retailers, ranging from around £45 to £145 on a seemingly random basis. In fact, it appears to permanently be on sale at GooBang Doo's own site, showing a reduction from £136.56 down to £44.76. This price point doesn't appear to have changed in the 2 weeks since we received the device. Confusing price point aside, the keyboard sports 87 mechanical RGB backlit keys, leaving off the numpad in favour of a smaller footprint and a lighter weight. The construction itself is a plastic body, topped with a metal plate, all in black with a solid feel to the construction. Branding is understated with simply a small metal badge at the top of the keyboard. Regarding the manufacturer, GooBang Doo aren't a company I've heard of before, and a cursory look at their website doesn't do much to clarify who they are or what they're about. The About page mentions something about being founded by Mark, who is from Princeton, but little else about the company or this enigmatic Mark from Princeton. The somewhat odd English would suggest that the company is not from a predominantly English-speaking country, although they do appear to have satellite offices in several countries. The keyboard comes in a basic printed cardboard box, labelling it with the model number ET8178. The box serves its purpose in that it contains the keyboard, but some extra padding room could be beneficial as the keyboard is quite snug in the box with only thin bubble wrap and some tissue surrounding it. In the box with the keyboard you'll receive a small instruction booklet detailing the various backlighting modes available on the keyboard, as well as how to create your own custom lighting profiles. The lack of a configuration app to edit lighting profiles means you will have to program them manually via a set of function key combinations, but while a slow process, the customization on offer is on par with higher-end budget gaming keyboards. You will also receive a small bag of spare switches and a couple of key pullers, a plastic one for removing the keycaps and a metal one for removing switches from the board. Comes to the switches, they are advertised as simply blue switches, and while they are indeed blue, they are not, as I suspect is intentionally implied, cherry blue switches. The manufacturer's logo on the switches is absolutely tiny, but I can confirm it does not say cherry, whatever it does say. The mechanism appears to be very similar to the one used in cherry switches and gives a satisfying click without too much resistance, and given how spongy, budget and even some higher end keyboards can feel, the switches do not disappoint when it comes to tactile feel. The keyboard is slightly deeper than my Razer Ornata here, measuring a key height of roughly 3.5cm with a 4mm travel on the keys. The body itself measures in at 35.7cm by 15.6cm. The keyboard connects via, as is generally standard, a USB cable, measuring at 1 meter long. The cable is unbraided with a plastic finish, ending with a slightly long USB connector that might make working in tight spaces slightly difficult. After 2 weeks serving as my main keyboard for both work and play, I'm pleasantly surprised at how well I gelled with the keyboard and how satisfying a click I received with that generous travel distance. I'd compare the tactile feel to the Master Keys board supplied with many Cooler Master pre-builts in recent years. The smaller footprint will serve desk spaces with limited space well, and the keyboard never feels like you're causing it harm due to tangible design flaws. Overall, it's a solid offering for an upper budget range keyboard, and while £145 is, I would say, far over the odds for what you're getting, you could get yourself a Black Widow X for that price. If you can pick one up in the £40 to £50 range, you'll get a surprisingly solid and comfortable keyboard for a very decent price. If you're on a budget and you don't want to resort to the most basic boards on offer online, I would certainly recommend stretching to this keyboard if possible. Trust me, your fingers will thank you.